is a presentation of Fox Sports.
We are Fox Sports. We are LA.
Breakfast with the Halos as the Angels have played good baseball over the last couple of days, and this afternoon from St. Petersburg, Florida, they go for the series win. It is Game 4 against the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi, everybody, from inside Tropicana Field, we welcome you back to Angels Baseball here on Fox Sports West, along with Mark Brewers. I'm Victor Rojas, and the one thing that has been a constant throughout this road trip, even though the record is kind of up in the air, has been the offense. A lot of multi-run innings, Gooby.
Yeah, Victor, they've been swinging the bat exceptionally well. Take a look at our AT high-speed replay. You're going to see some power swings from the Halos throughout this entire road trip. Albert Pujols getting it working there at Fenway Park. You look at 9 home runs hit by the hitters here, squaring up baseballs, not just pulling the ball out of the ballpark, but then utilizing the entire field. Any mistake made against the Halos hitters so far on this road trip, whether it's in Boston or here in Tampa, they've really capitalized on some long distance on those home runs. 21 doubles, 3 triples, along with those 9 home runs, so 33 extra base hits, averaging just less than 9 runs per game at 8.7, including 21 runs back in Boston on that Saturday. So they're swinging the bats well. Hopefully they'll do the same again for Hector Santiago. He was the recipient of those 21 runs last time out.
You know, the beauty of that is hasn't been the usual suspects. It's been guys like C.J. Cron, Andrelton Simmons, Johnny Givitelli. Everybody's kind of chipping in, so it's been fun to watch. We're going to step away for a moment. When we return, we're going to talk a little bit about Hector Santiago, who's on the mound today facing this Tampa Bay Rays team.
And welcome back to Tropicana Field. And Beautiful St. Petersburg, Florida, for the series finale between the Angels and the Rays. I'm Patrick O'Neill. Halos looking to take 3 of 4 from Tampa in this series, and well, Hector Santiago looking to be the guy to make that happen. Last start for Hector, very solid in Boston. 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs. Did have the 4 walks and the 4 Ks, but he also had 21 runs of support, which is nice. Now, I asked Charlie Nagy, Angels pitching coach, what's the early indication that Hector is on? He told me if that first pitch is 93 miles per hour, that's what he's looking for, early velocity, and then that tells him that his arm is working well. And that first pitch is coming up next with Victor and Mark. Hector Santiago and the Angels going for the series win as they continue this long 10-game road trip. Enjoy breakfast with the Angels right after this.
Hyundai. Great deals on amazing cars are going on now at your Hyundai dealer. Visit buyhyundai.com today. By Jack in the Box, the Portobello Mushroom Buttery Jack is back. Taste it before it's gone. By Mercury Insurance, on a mission to save you money. Log on to mercuryinsurance.com to get a fast free quote and see how much you can save. And by the Jeep Renegade. Find your inner Renegade and reach your highest potential with an EPA estimated 31 highway miles per gallon.
Little matinee baseball here in St. Petersburg, Florida. We wrap up this 4-game series from inside the big top. It is Blake Snell, Hector Santiago, battle of left-handers wrapping up this 4-game set. And with the Rays having taken the field, we'll take a look at manager Mike Scioscia's lineup. The Halos with the win yesterday picked up a game in the standings. They're still 17.5 back and bringing up the rear of the West, but are currently 35 and 50. And it's a similar lineup as we've seen on this road trip, and it's been successful thus far as the offensive output. Escobar with an 11-game hitting streak, now 1 shy of tying a career high. He'll lead things off. Calhoun at right, Trout at center. Pujols DHing, Crone at first base. Marte gets a start in left once again. Giavotella at second. Perez behind the plate. And Andrelton Simmons batting ninth and playing shortstop as they take on a 23-year-old left-hander. He's a native of Seattle, Washington. Tall, lanky lefty, Blake Snell.
Yeah, he's got a good fastball, good moving fastball. 91 to 96, slider, curveball, solid changeup. My go-tos to be successful against Snell. Patience at the plate. He will get himself into accounts where he's got to groove that fastball and throw him off his rhythm. He is a high-energy guy that has a tendency every once in a while to overthrow when he gets a little bit rattled.
Take a look at the Rays defensively this afternoon. Arcia in left, Geyer in center, Souza in right. The infield with Beckham, Miller, Forsythe, and Franklin from third to first, and Conger behind the plate.
And Beckham getting the start over at third base. We've seen him at shortstop before. This is his third career start at third base. He's at 34 at second, 33 at shortstop. Very good arm, very strong arm, and athletic. He's in on the baseball very, very well.
A lot of kids in attendance today. Some camps out in right field and down the right field line. Steven Souza Jr. even waving to all the kids, getting them all riled up. They got the Rays version of the Thunder Sticks going.
Yes, they do.
There they are. They've been popping that sugar for about 2 hours now.
That's perfect.
Gates open. Yunel Escobar ready to lead things off. If you're going to have a kids' day, might as well do it indoors, right?
Yes, indeed.
Especially when it's 95 degrees.
And the good sound they create.
Oof. Snell's first one today is in there for a strike. Yunel with an 11-game hitting streak, 322 average, 3 home runs, 25 RBIs, 2 for 5 last night with a single and an RBI double. Straightened up on that fastball.
And Snell will pitch inside, and you can see that pop he has on his fastball. Starts on that third base side of the pitching rubber. The reason why he does that, he wants to make sure he's able to get inside against right-handed batters.
6th big league start all this year. 1-3 mark, a 3.86 ERA. Down it in. 2 balls, 1 strike. Now listed at 6'4", first round pick by the Rays in 2011 at Shorewood High School in Washington. 12 starts at AAA this year, 3-5 with a 3.29 ERA. This one's lifted down the line, slicing foul. Souza not going to get there.
Not quite the Cole Calhoun dive,
no.
Slide instead.
So the count even up at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Snow growing up in that Seattle area, idolized, loved watching Randy Johnson pitch. The Hall of Famer.
Would make sense. And he wears a single digit too, the number 4. He's worn it since his little league days. Figured when he signed and played professionally, wear a traditional double-digit number, 11, as Escobar goes down swinging. But when he got to the Rays, to the big league club, Forsythe had that number, so he figured he'd go back to his traditional 4 number.
My Hyundai key for this game today, especially against Snell. A little Kent Jones, don't mind. Don't overthink, don't overanalyze when you get to the plate against him. Just react on a fastball, especially if you get yourself in those counts where you can sit on a fastball and try to drive it to all fields. We've seen that throughout this entire road trip where the hitters have just gone with the pitch.
Cole swings it, drives one out toward right center field. Towering shot, and no one's going to get there. This one's off the wall. Cole will stroll into second with a 1-out double, his 15th of the season.
And just react to the pitch, and it's exactly what Cole did. Got his arms extended, a fastball upstairs, and he crushed this ball to the wall in center. Little cut action on that one, but stayed back on it well, and a good, perfect swing. Got that foot down and the balance. Talk about getting a barrel on a baseball against a firm fastball. Well, Cole Calhoun did so. His 15th double and another extra base hit for the Halos. That's 34 extra base hits now. 22 doubles on this road trip.
So Trout will bow with a man in scoring position and 1 out here in the first. One for 4 game last night, a home run. Also had a couple of runs batted in. His average at 323, 18 home runs, 56 RBIs. Trout also picked up a stolen base, his 14th of the year. Oh, 1. No balls, 2 strikes. We'll see if that pace keeps up for Trout as far as the stolen bases are concerned. Chance of a 30-30 season.
Get really comfortable stealing bases, Trout. Ron Renicky back here working with him along with Dino Evil, just trying to get him to time the deliveries by the pitches to the plate, know what catcher you can take advantage of.
One out double for Calhoun. He's in scoring position. Inching off at second base. 0-2. Upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Trout's so good, Victor, in these situations. Behind in the count. .352 batting average when behind in the count, which is tops in the game. Very comfortable. The .342, I should say, behind in the count for Trout.
He goes down swinging for out number 2. So 2 strikeouts in the first for Snell. It'll be up to Albert to drive home Calhoun.
See that good velocity that Snell has on the fastball here. He's done a number of fastballs upper part of the strike zone. A 4-seam fastball upstairs and gets it by Trout.
Nice clean mechanics so far.
Big time prospect for the Rays.
Well, strikeout to walk ratio has been an issue for him at the major league level. 20 punch outs, 15 walks coming into this start. But at the minor league level, at least at AAA this year, 90 punch outs and 23 walks. Kind of what you would expect. Down with that type of velocity. Gets ahead of Albert.
He's kept the ball in the ballpark too so far in the big leagues. Just 1 home run allowed. Now 26 1/3 innings pitched.
Yeah, that was in his last start against Ian Kinsler down. 0-1. It's up the count. Pujols at .247 with 15 home runs. Team leader in RBIs with 57. Go for 3 last night. Did have a sacrifice fly and drew a walk. Two balls, 1 strike.
He likes to ride that fastball upper part of the strike zone.
Snell last year, the Baseball American USA Today Minor League Player of the Year. Was 15-4 with a 1.41 ERA. With 3 stops last season. Breaking ball, caught the corner. 2-2.
Does have a good curveball. Solid changeup also. He's got a chance to be a very, very solid top of the rotation guy for the Rays for a lot of years.
Breaking ball cued back to the mound. Snell has it. Couple of hops, flips it over to Franklin, and the Angels are done here at the first. They leave a 1-out double stranded in scoring position. 1 to the bottom of the first, scoreless. The first, that's Kevin Cash, the manager, talking with Dana DeMuth, first base umpire. He's the crew chief. Not sure what the discussion is all about. We'll take a look at the Rays lineup while they continue their conversation. It's game number 85 for the Rays. They're currently 34 and 50. Logan Forsythe will lead things off at second base. Brad Miller at short. Evan Longoria DH. Steven Souza Jr., the cleanup hitter at right. Brandon Guy at center. Nick Franklin gets a start at first base today. Osvaldo Arcia in left field. Tim Beckham makes a start at third base, and Hank Conger behind the plate. They take on Hector Santiago, making his 18th start of the season. Hector 5-4, 4.93 ERA. Command a little spotty, but he was effective against the Boston Red Sox in his last start on Saturday.
Yeah, he was, because he had a good velocity on his fastball. Like go-tos, though, for Hector to be successful, and that's right on cue right now, is feel for the strike zone and then a solid change. His changeup's been very good, especially when you back it up with his good fastball velocity.
Forsythe, the .295 average, his 7th home run last night. That was against Weaver. Solo shot, picked up his 20th run batted in. Pulls this one toward third, and glove by Escobar. A little bit of a bobble. He throws out Forsythe for the first out. Let's check out the Angels defense behind Hector Santiago today. It's Marte, Trout, and Calhoun in the outfield from left to right. Escobar, Simmons on the left side. Giamatello and Cron on the right, with Perez behind the plate.
And Carlos Perez behind the plate for Hector Santiago. Always important to be able to have that good rapport with his pitch, especially with Hector Santiago. He's done a very good job at throwing out would-be base stealers. 37.8%, third best in the American League this year for Perez, but also calling a good game and keeping that good pace for Hector. What a play by Escobar, by the way. That baseball was by him when he caught that.
Wasn't sure he was going to get to it, but he did. Good accurate throw to C.J. Cron. 1 ball, 1 strike. .244 average for Miller. 12 home runs and 29 RBIs, and he'll take outside.
We had 2 left-handed pitchers in the game tonight starting. Hector more so in the middle part of the pitching rubber. You had Snell well over on that left-hand side, third base side of the pitching rubber.
Full count.
Hector with his rally monkey spikes on. Thought that was the key to the last game out. 21 runs is always a good key for you when you're on the mound. I'll take my chances. We had a bullpen coach who would say, hey, what's your goal for today? I said 15 runs, airtight defense, and I take my chances every game. Well, he got 21 runs.
1 out walk puts a man on for Evan Longoria. Yeah, that was the key. Guess everybody on the offensive side was wearing them on Saturday.
I'll take 21 runs every game.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Should be able to settle in nicely and calm down.
Well, when you think about it, this road trip alone, we showed that in our graphic for the opening, 8.7 runs per game on this road trip. 9 home runs.
Hector walked 4, struck out 4 in that start. 6 innings. Bounce back start after knocked around by the Oakland Athletics. That one's up and away.
See, that's his changeup for Hector. He just got underneath it a little bit too quick. And that's when it's important for Carlos Perez, is to give him that sign to slow it down, stay back, better balance over the pitching rubber.
Longoria pulls it foul. Out in front of the off-speed pitch. Longoria's seen quite a bit of the off-speed stuff in this series. It limited him to just 2 hits through the first 2 games, but yesterday 3 for 4 with 3 singles and a run scored. 23 batting average, 18 home runs, 45 runs batted, and a candidate for that final vote in the American League. The All-Star game, that voting ends tomorrow. He's ahead of the count at 2 balls and 1 strike. Mainstay for the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah, through all the changes they've had over the years. And when you're a really good player like he is, it's difficult to take that and seeing good players move on so frequently. Yet you're the one still there. One of those great players out of Long Beach State.
He yanks it foul, full count.
That program has produced a lot of really good players at the major league level.
The Rays almost immediately identifying him as a guy that they wanted to stick around. He had, what, 2 seconds in the big leagues, and all of a sudden got a long-term deal. Chastised quite a bit by players.
Yeah.
There's a dirtbag himself. Picked up his 7th win last night. Miller goes. Longoria fouls it back, so we'll reset and do it again.
Yeah, you're always going to have that conversation. It's like, why did you do that? Why do you want to stay? This and that. But if you're comfortable in an environment, it's up to you as the player. I've always believed that. Don't allow anybody else to tell you, well, you need to go somewhere else. Is this where you want to play? This is where you want to play. And you hope at some point they build back around. You got some young players trying to come back up here and develop.
Especially when you're talking about one of those first contracts. It's easy to question, why would you do that? Especially when you got the potential to be a great. That's guaranteed money. You have 0 time in the big league. That's guaranteed glue.
Yeah, some of these guys right now, they're out for the season. They have guaranteed money.
Right. Oh, nice play by CJ.
We were just showing Jerry Weaver that. I love what Joe Smith said about him on the pregame show about how much of a warrior that Weaver is. I mean, what he was out with and competes on an everyday basis, leading the team as far as innings pitched this year. 6 solid innings again last night, just 1 earned run. 7th when he only had 7 all of last year.
Miller goes. Longoria pops it up behind the plate. Carlos, mask off, makes a catch as Miller's back to first, 2 down.
And we talked a lot about offense, but going to defense here, there's the tools of the trade brought to you by Ram Trucks. One of the best plays this season by an outfielder. And Cole Calhoun, full extension on the dive in the distance. He had to go to make that play. And then the big play late in the game, a perfect strike. The second, you get Hank Conger who tried to stretch a single into a double. So perfect throw and an unbelievable catch by Cole Calhoun. One of those tools, defensive tools, for Cole Calhoun, the 2015 Gold Glove winner out in right field.
Hank helping out Cole to pimping it a little bit, thinking he got all of it. Not the case. Stayed in the yard.
That was a great throw, how he got behind that baseball so quickly. That's a one-hop off the wall.
Always in a position to make a throw. The way he fields the baseball off the wall, plays a carom. You watch him defensively, he's always kind of putting himself in a position to catch and throw as opposed to catch, crow hop, or a couple of extra steps.
And that's those little intangibles or instincts he has. And well, you see that with Simmons too, where they're always thinking before the play is even going their way. That allows you to make those quick decisions.
Souza takes low. Ball and a strike on the Rays right fielder, hitting .263 with 10 home runs and 27 runs batted in. Angels got a base runner on in the first inning, a double by Cole with 1 out, but he was stranded there. Miller working the 1-out walk. He's still at first base. Good changeup. 1-2. Souza last night 1 for 4. Both teams with 9 hits. The Rays defense helping the Angels offense a little bit. 3 errors last night. th pitch thrown by Santiago here in the first.
And that's the one thing about Hector, though. With his mechanics, it's very, very difficult to have that consistent arm slot to hit the spots. 10 strikes, 10 out of the strike zone so far in 20. 17.5 pitches per inning this season for Hector Santiago. So again, he'll throw his fair share of pitches. It's the 9th most in baseball as far as pitches per inning for Hector. Again, it gets back to that mechanics, very difficult to repeat.
Called strike 3. Souza thought that pitch was up and in, and Foxtrax had it off the plate. But it's a strikeout. We're through 1, scoreless.
the driver's seat brought to you by Kia. See what the Angels have done on this road trip. We talk about the first 6 games. Simmons, 500 batting average. CJ Cron, 429, including 5 home runs, 13 RBI. Catching tandem of Perez and Bandy, 429. So balance. And Johnny Giavotella, just under 350.
TJ will look at a strike. Cron at 283 with 11 home runs, 46 runs batted in. 1 for 4 last night with a double. 16th of the year. As the count even up at 1-1. Snell had a couple of punch outs in the first. 1 hit allowed.
Well, so far on this road trip, CJ has done a real good job of not chasing pitches down and away and off the outside corner.
Did not go. A little Kent Kaiser action for Data Demuth there.
I like that one. Good flashback.
Two-one pitch. Upstairs. 3 balls, 1 strike.
When it's looking at some of the numbers for the offense coming in, you know, leaving Anaheim and then on this road trip, batting average was 262 before going to Boston. It's up to 268. That's 6 points higher. Slugging percentage went from 401 to 414. That's a plus 13. On base percentage up 7. And of course 9 home runs. We talked about that in the opening. So the offense running on all cylinders.
3-2, and that's chopped foul. Nice play over the railing. Reset it, do it again at 3-2. 6 games through the month of July for Cron. 12 for 28. That's a 429 batting average. He goes down swinging on the off-speed pitch. 1 down.
See right there the changeup he has. It's a plus changeup for a youngster. It's one of those pitches for a young pitcher. It develops generally as you progress in your major league career. He's got a good feel for that pitch to go along with that fastball upstairs. So he has north and south as far as that strike zone working right now. Upper part with the fastball, lower part with his changeup.
Marte. The breaking ball for a strike. Jeffrey back out of left field. 224 batting average with 5 home runs, 13 runs batted in. 0 for 2 last night with a walk. Todd Cunningham finished the game in left field last night for the Angels. Shane Robinson was placed on the 15-day disabled list prior to the game last night.
Tell you what, Marte is one tough guy. When you get that first game, we got hit right above the kneecap area with a pitch, came out and had to play in the game the next day, replacing Nava. Remember, hear that sound of that fastball that hit him just above the knee.
Another breaking ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Last start for Snell was against the Tigers. Ended up taking the loss, gave him 3 runs on 4 hits, worked 5 1/3. ...101 pitches. That's a called strike 3. That was up and out of the strike zone. But it's tough to argue that one after Souza got rung up on at the bottom of the first.
Mike Estabrook's been calling that fastball inside and above even the strike zone, inner part of the plate.
4th strikeout for Snell. 2 outs. Nobody on for Giavotella.
You would think that would play into Snell's hand because he's a high fastball pitcher with good velocity behind it.
You're going to call that. Just start living in there against right-handers. And at that velocity, that's a tough pitch to catch up to on a right with the right-handed batter up.
We've seen Giavotella, though, of late be able to bring his hands inside on that baseball to get the barrel of the bat, but you're going to have to be super quick to catch up with this velocity here today.
Johnny chops this one to short. Miller off balance throw to Franklin, and a 1-2-3 inning for Snell. We'll head to the bottom of the second, scoreless. Our 70s themed weekend is right around the corner. Angels taking on the White Sox on Friday, July 15th. Fans in attendance will receive a groovy rally courtesy of Jack in the Box while supplies last. Go to angels.com/promotions and get your tickets today.
Is that you out there in the jet skis?
No. The pearly white hair?
Yes.
Almost. Getting there.
We all are.
Getting there. Geyer, Franklin, and Arcia here in the second. It does look like my brother, though.
Yes, it does. Yes.
Geyer, the center fielder, pulls this one foul. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. 256 average with 7 home runs, 17 RBIs. 0 for 4 last night.
Well, you look at Geyer, what he's looking for. He's looking for something inside, and that's why he gets hit by a lot of pitches. He doesn't give up because he wants that ball in there.
Toward the middle, Simmons can't come up with it. It's a base hit for Geyer. First hit allowed by Santiago. Second base runner as he issued a walk in the first.
But the thing about Simmons is you got to like, he feels he should catch every single thing that's hit anywhere near him and just underneath the glove again. It gets quick when it goes through the field turf and into the dirt here at Tropicana Field. And that's a couple times in this series where it just got underneath his glove, but he wants to make every single play. And he feels he should get every baseball. Even though off the bat it didn't look like he was going to have much of a shot at it.
Nick Franklin will look at a strike. Gets a start today at first base. He was at second base last night. And on Tuesday night he was in left. Foul this one back. No balls, 2 strikes. Franklin 10 for 33 this year with the Rays. A couple of doubles, a home run, 11 RBIs. 1 hit last night, going 1 for 3.
It's a good sneaky fastball. Good deception upstairs for a swing and miss for Hector. Second strikeout of the game.
Second strikeout for Santiago. Here's Osvaldo Arcia, the left fielder. Former Minnesota Twin. 231 average for 5 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Takes outside. Native of Venezuela. A lot of power in his bat. Also strike out quite a bit. Foul. Arcia is one of those examples of organization, Scooby, that you get to a certain point with a player. You know he's your guy. You signed him and you brought him up, kind of nurtured him. That you figure, all right, you've seen enough. You know that he's not going to help your ball club. It's time for him to go somewhere else. It's up and in. And it's a tough decision.
It is.
At 25 years of age.
And a lot of clubs are reluctant to do that because they feel if he goes somewhere else and he flourishes, you end up looking bad. But I think it's a disservice at time for a player just to you got to let him see if he can do something somewhere else if he's not producing with your organization.
3-1 count.
Because he does have good power. He has a good throwing arm. Can run a little bit. Sometimes when you're in your organization, you have a lot of pressure on, especially with all the young players they were trying to develop at the same time in Minnesota. And all of them have really struggled this year after a very good season the Minnesota Twins had last year.
3-1 off the plate. It's ball 4. Second walk issued by Santiago. Puts 2 men on. With 1 out, it'll bring up Tim Beckham. I mean, in Arcia, you get a guy that's hit 41 career home runs, 261 games at the major league level, and he could go to yard any part of the ballpark. Yeah. He's that strong, but the whiffs kind of catch up to you as well.
At some point when you have a number of similar type players in your organization and you at some point you have to make a decision, well, we can't go with everybody's up there, a lot of power but a lot of swing and miss. You got to have some contact hitters.
Tim Beckham getting a start at third base today. Longoria serving as a DH. First overall selection, 2008 by the Rays at Griffin High School in Georgia. Now 26 years of age. Fouls it back. Beckham 34 games this year. He's hit 175, 3 home runs and 7 runs batted in. Here's the 0-2. That's a called strike 3. There's that inside corner, 2 down.
And again, just a little bit off the inside corner. We look at percentages of pitches thrown to right-handed batters by Hector when he's got 2 strikes. The majority of them are going to be fastballs, and he does it once again. Paints that inside corner a little bit off, but a nice job by Carlos Perez. Once again, keeping that baseball there, creating that illusion that it is right on the corner. Didn't try to bring it back. You see catchers try to do that. Just kept the glove right there and gets the call.
So 2 outs, 2 on. No score here in the second. Here's Hank Conger. 198 batting average this season for Hank. 250 hitter from the right side, but it's just limited plate appearances. Kurt Casale, who got the start behind the plate last night, had to be taken out of the game after Marte's bat hit him on a backswing. Bruised left forehead.
Boy, Hank is well off that inside part of the plate. See how far away he is from the outside corner. Right there. Pretty good pitch. You think he'd have a difficult time covering that part. But also remembers as a catcher that home plate umpire Estabrook has caught some pitches inside. He's looking in.
Right.
Why wouldn't you if you're a catcher right now and you're hitting in this spot?
So you would think that that's the pitch he's looking for right there, that far off the plate.
He is well off that outside part of the plate.
2-1.
And a lot of times when a hitter's that far up, they'll dive towards the plate, but he still opens up the hips and still looking for the inner half of the plate. So very difficult to have coverage away.
Full count.
He pitches 22 strikes. Sound like some thunder out there.
Yeah.
Talk about very little chance of thunderstorms.
And the thunder rolls.
I go a little Garth Brooks.
Runners are going to take off with 2 outs and a full count. Forsythe on deck. Fouls it. Reset. Do it again. Geyer back to second. Arcia back to first. 41 pitches now for Santiago. Pretty good thunder.
Yes.
Runners take off again. Hank pops it up. Johnny Giavotella, Andrelton Simmons. Johnny with the call near the bag, makes the catch, and there is out number 3. 2 complete. Still scoreless. No score. Well, matinee affair here at Tropicana Field. Wrapping up this 4-game set. A lot of kids in attendance.
Cotton candy too.
Oh yeah.
Yum yum.
Hasn't even started.
Oh.
He's thinking about it, contemplating it. Blue shirts, we can tell that's Camp Blast. Why would you want to go to that camp?
Yeah.
Think about it.
Have to. You have a blast at the camp.
Virtually guaranteed by the name of the camp. 8-9-1 for the Angels here in the third. Perez, Simmons, and Escobar. 4 strikeouts for Snell. 1 hit allowed. 1 ball, 1 strike. Carlos, 209 with 4 home runs, 23 RBIs. Had the night off last night. But 1 for 4 Tuesday night. Broken bat. The liner back toward the mound. Snell couldn't come up with it, but the shift on. Forsythe throws out Perez for the first out.
Yeah, that sound off the bat still makes you react real quickly. And that's exactly what happened with Snell. And that ball was just a little bit slower off the bat than he anticipated with the sound.
Little changeup off the bat.
Yes, but he knew that's his coverage right behind him, second base.
Six in a row retired by the left-handers. Giving up the one-out double to Cole in the first inning. Here's Andrew Simmons.
You notice the Congress zone setting up inside a lot against the right-handed batters. And why not when you're getting that call? Then he's going changeup or curveball away. It is back in there again. I haven't seen anything off speed on the inner half of the plate unless it's been a mistake for Snell so far. All firm fastballs in and off the plate end.
Out toward left field. Arce is there. 2 down. Back at the top of the order now with Yunel Escobar coming up. Yunel had that interesting plate appearance last night, the 4th inning. He claimed to have been hit by a pitch in the left hand. Took first base. The call was challenged. Said it didn't hit anything. I still can't believe it didn't hit the knob of the bat because there was some sort of sound before it went into the middle. He ends up getting an RBI double out of it.
I was just thinking about that later on in the night. What would like Bob Gibson or the late Don Drysdale or even Bruce Keeson we saw in here scouting for the Baltimore Orioles, if somebody ran down the line pretending or thought he got hit, allegedly got hit, but he didn't. So there's a pretty good chance that next pitch would go, okay, if you want to be hit by a pitch, well, here you go.
Where?
Yeah. it might hurt a little bit more so.
Behind the count here to 0-2. The double with his 21st, the RBI is 25th.
That is a quick no swing sign.
Yeah, if you're going to go and switch the camera to Dana DeMuth on a check swing, you better be quicker than that because he's done. He's done by the time we get to that shot. I'm telling you, it's the old Ken. He's doing it 2 hands.
Yes.
Kaiser used to do it.
Yeah, he had the hands in his pocket still.
Called strike 3. Mike Estabrook rings up Escobar. 5th strikeout for Blake Snell. We'll head to the bottom of the 3rd scoreless. Up to the 3rd inning, Hector Santiago with 3 strikeouts, couple of walks, 1 hit allowed. Hey, folks, want to remind you that every fan matters, and the Angels take on the Rangers on Wednesday, July 20th. It's a 7:05 start. Fans in attendance will receive a Mike Trout pocket T-shirt courtesy of Old Dominion Household Services while supplies last. Go to angels.com/promotions to get your tickets. Top of the order now for the Rays. Forsythe, Miller, and Longoria. Forsythe grounded out in the first. One ball, 2 strikes. Forsythe Brown, University of Arkansas. The Padres took him with a first-round selection. Now 29 years of age. Part of a 6-player deal prior to the 2014 season. This is one hopper towards second. Johnny's got it. 1 away.
Both half innings, a baseball over the pitcher's head, but with a shift on right to the second baseman for outs. A lot of times when you react like that, you wonder if you stretch your rib cage area there for Hector as he's trying to move that around. Sometimes when you react like that, all of a sudden you have that little bite area in your rib cage. You try to react to make the play on that ball back at you.
Miller shoots one to left. First pitch swinging. He worked the walk to the first, and that is a single the other way here in the third.
That's something we really didn't see him do a whole lot of with Seattle going the other way. He tried to pull a lot of pitches. Slider stays back on that one. Well, this is a good piece of hitting by Miller, determined to hit the ball that way.
Longoria popped out to Carlos Perez in foul territory in the first.
Second all-time as far as games played for the Rays. Carl Crawford, all-time leader in that category. There was some talk when Carl Crawford was let go by the Dodgers that he would come back here to the Rays.
Fourth game this year that Longoria has served as the DH. Now 2 for 13 in those games, including today. And that's yanked down line, foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Got a fastball there.
Fastball down. Very quick on a fastball. Longoria got one straight off Carlos Perez. One thing Longoria will chase is a changeup down and away.
Tell you what, he's been fairly durable, Gibby, especially for playing 81 games on the turf. 60 games last year. This is his 83rd this year.
Like we showed the other day when he's working on ground balls his way, needs to have that reaction time from third base. He's working hard every single day. DHing today, the guy that works really hard at his craft. Gold Glove, multi-Gold Glove winner at third.
Goes down swinging. 2 down. Strikeout number 4 now for Hector.
And that's that fastball upstairs, that disappearing fastball when it's elevated. Again, it's that fine line. If it's down a little bit lower, it has a chance to be hit a long way, but when it's up at that level, very difficult to make contact with.
Miller still at first. And here's Souza. Struck out looking in the first. Two hits allowed by Santiago, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. Into a first and second 1-out situation in the second inning, but got out of it with a strikeout of Beckham and Conger popping up.
That fastball inside has been called throughout this game. Souza Jr. was called out on that fastball inside his first at bat. Wasn't happy about that being called a strike again.
Two on. Off the plate. 3 balls, 1 strike. Handles will head up to Baltimore to play the Orioles in a 3-game set beginning tomorrow night. Night game, late afternoon, and then a day game on Sunday. That's the All-Star break. Ball 4. Third walk issued by Santiago, puts 2 men on with 2 outs here in the third. Geyer coming up.
60 pitches thrown for Hector, 35 of them strikes, 25 out of the zone. Again, that's a lot of pitches through into the third inning again for Hector. Like we said, it's part of his game, and Charles Nagy knows that very well. It's just a matter of finding a way to be able to get through that 6th, maybe into the 7th inning, have a quick inning or 2 during the course of your outing.
Geyer lifts one into foul territory. Long run for Cole, and he's not going to get there.
Yeah, that play last night, Cole traveled, ran after that baseball, covered 118 feet to make that play on that foul ball, that diving play last night. That's a long way to go.
Good look at Tropicana Field. 322 down the right field line, 315 down the left. 404 to straightaway center. Miller at second and Souza at first. No score. We're in the third. Geyer pulls one over to third. Escobar has it. He'll race to third base. They force out Miller, and the inning comes to an end. He raised. Strand 2 more. We will head to the 4th with no score. Top of the fourth, scoreless. Two left-handers on the mound. Good little battle here. Escobar has gone down twice with a strikeout. 5 punch-outs for Snell. No walks. 1 hit allowed. That was a double to Cole Calhoun in the first inning. That's the only base runner the big man is allowed. He'll face Calhoun trying to Pujols here in the Angels' half of the fourth.
Second time through now for Snell, for a guy that the Angels have never faced before. See what kind of adjustments the hitters make against him. Been very good as far as first pitch strikes, as good as you can get. 11 batters face 11 first pitch strikes.
Pulled over to first. Franklin has it. Feeds Snell. Pull away.
And with Trout coming to play, here's today's Cold Hard Facts, brought to you by Clean, Crisp, Coors Light. That All-Star Game MVPs in Angels history. Wagner won in 1962. Fred Lynn, 1983. Garrett Anderson, GA, 2003. And Trout, back-to-back season 2014 and 15 for All-Star Game MVPs. Game on Tuesday down in San Diego at Petco Park. Can he go for 3 in a row? Mike Trout. That's the first breaking ball that I've seen from Snell that's been on the inner half of the plate. And Trout is very good on breaking ball, especially in that zone.
Trout lines one out toward left center field. Arcia was playing deep and toward the alley. Makes the catch for out number 2. Hey, don't miss the biggest stars in baseball, led by Mike Trout, as they all get together on the same field. It's 2016 MLB All-Star Game Tuesday, live from San Diego and only on Fox.
A lot of young talent is going to be in that game for both the National League and the American League side. Bryce Harper, I think, hit a home run yesterday, his 18th home run for the Nationals.
Albert takes low. Pujols, a bouncer back to the mound in the first inning.
All-Star game down there at Petco Park. Was talking to Trout about that yesterday. He can't wait for that. Loves the city of San Diego, that ballpark. There's pretty good sound going outside.
Yeah. One off the plate.
Free and easy with that delivery. 94-mile-an-hour fastball from Snell. Remember his dad well from back in the mid-'80s. Played in the Royals organization in the minor leagues. Dave Snell.
Three-one count. And he walked the first free pass issued by the left-hander. Comes with 2 outs here in the fourth. Gives Cron an opportunity. CJ struck out, leading off the second. He'll bounce it over to first. Franklin will take it himself. The Angels are done here in the fourth. We'll head to the bottom of the fourth. Santiago back out of the bump. Still no score.
of Angels baseball on Fox Sports West is brought to you by Subaru, making the world a better place. That's why they created Subaru Loves to Care, Subaru's commitment to a healthier community. By El Pollo Loco, try the new fire-grilled chicken burritos today. And by your Southern California Toyota dealers.
Game 4 of the 4-game set here at Tropicana Field. No scores. We begin the bottom of the 4th inning. Franklin, Arcia, Beckham here face Hector Santiago. This one's popped up the third base line. Carlos Perez, catcher underneath it. One pitch, one out to start the 4th.
That was pretty cool seeing those clouds moving above the Trop here. There's some pretty good thunder going on outside. And that baseball almost got up to the roof here.
Franklin 0 for 2 with a strikeout and then pop-up. Here's Arcia, left fielder. Worked a walk in the second. One of 3 free passes issued by Santiago to go with 4 strikeouts. 2 hits allowed. Ball off the plate.
That's a good spot. A little bit off the outside corner. Especially close enough where hitter's got to believe he's got to protect the plate now. You can throw a breaking ball there. You go fastball in off the plate too.
Slice down the left field line and it'll go foul. Count even up now. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Arcia trying to tell himself to stay back. He almost went after that pitch, and that was well off the outside corner.
Breaking ball got him. Down goes Arcia. Pulled off of it. 2 down. Strikeout.
That's a real good adjustment, Victor, by Hector. He took a little bit off that breaking ball, more of a curveball than a slider. See that grip for the breaking ball? Good tilt to that one, but it was all about the speed of the pitch also to get the swing and miss. Five strikeouts for Hector.
Beckham takes a strike. Went down looking in the second.
And another real good breaking ball from Hector. And another 0-2 count.
Ball got him looking. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. A 1-2-3 4th. We head to the 5th, still with no score. Score. Oh, the Ken French rating.
Oh, yes.
One of his favorite places. Patrick O'Neill might even make a visit later on. Gotta be careful, though.
Yes. Remember feeding the Rays a few years ago.
Things are pretty cool.
Yeah, they are.
From a distance.
Yeah.
Marte Giavotella Perez for the Angels here in the 5th inning against Blake Snell. 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 1 hit allowed. Jeffrey looks at a strike. He went down looking in the 2nd.
That's 15 batters, 14 first pitch strikes for Snell.
I mean, you look at his numbers coming into the start. 5 big league starts. And you're thinking 20 strikeouts, 15 walks. This guy's going to be all over the map with good velocity. He's been right around the zone the entire game.
I've watched a couple games he has pitched this year, and every time the conversation about him is he's a guy with very good stuff. Sometimes a little bit too quick in his mechanics. High energy guy, has a tendency to fall off on his mechanics, but we have not seen that at all today. His changeup's been great. His curveball, good differential in the speeds of his pitches from his fastball to his curveball and even his changeup. So he's got 90s. 80s on his breakable, or I should say on his changeup, and then 70s on his curveball at times.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Both guys with good pace. Hector's thrown more pitches than I'm sure that he'd like, but a lot better in that 4th inning. Hit sharply and past Miller, and it's a leadoff single for Marte.
Going back to my Hyundai key for this game for the Angels to be successful against Snow is don't think too much against him, because he's throwing a lot of pitches in the strike zone. A lot of times you're worried about him being inconsistent with the zone, but he's been right around there, adjust to that high fastball, and then look all speed away. Good swing there by Marte. And he's one of those times too, although he doesn't do it a lot, a push bunt down that right side of the infield for Giavotella would work well.
Tried. Forsythe, second baseman, was cheating in a couple of steps, perhaps maybe anticipating something.
Yeah,
like
that whole right side of the infield wide open. You have left-handed pitchers going to fall towards third base, wide open for a hit. It's good to see that Johnny was actually thinking in those terms.
0 for 1 as he grounded out to Miller, the shortstop, in the 2nd. '56th pitch for Snell. 36 strikes. Breaking ball down the right field line. Souza not going to get there. And it's 1-2.
Snell, a big Seahawk fan, which, being from up that Seattle area, you would think that would be the case as well, as they played over the last number of seasons.
His quarterback just got married.
Yes. You are up to date on all the social media world.
I try, man. A lot of downtime on the road. Check in on Marte. I think the Angels going up to Baltimore. The Rays are going up to Boston. weekend series after today's game. Johnny gets jammed. That's deflected over toward Miller. They flip to second. They still get the out at second base. Nice play by Miller to kind of make a right-hand turn after the deflection off the glove of Snell.
Yeah, that's not easy to do. You're thinking in terms of going towards the base, get a ground ball, potential double play, and then you have to react and then redirect to go get to the baseball. See him, he's going up towards the middle, then the deflection off the glove, and then a quick flip, and the force out at second.
One out, one on. Carlos Perez up. Soft line into the second baseman, Forsythe in the third inning. 0-for-1. Both teams with 2 hits.
Jammed them that last time on a fastball in. You wonder if Carlos would try to anticipate something inside and turn on a pitch. Fastball in from Snell for Perez. He's got good power, can turn on it. 4 home runs. Does it well on this road trip. It's almost as if they're anticipating a hit and run being put on. Well, Mike Scioscia does not like to put the hit and run on often with a left-handed pitcher on the mound.
That would play into Snell's hand with his ability, at least today, to be able to pitch inside to a right-handed batter. Two balls, no strikes.
I think if you're Carlos, you just cheat in right now. Anticipate something on the inner half of the plate. See if you get that barrel of the bat out quickly. If there was that good changeup or curveball away, you just tip your cap to him and look for that next pitch.
Three no.
It's trying to be a little bit quicker to the plate, a little slide step.
All 3 pitches.
Yes, and then when we talk about a slide step, it's a little bit different than your normal delivery from the stretch. So you're quicker, but you have a tendency to drop your elbow, and you will elevate a lot of your pitches when you do that. Take probably on now for Carlos.
3-1.
Long look down for Carlos, maybe going here on a 3-1 pitch now.
Carlos lifts one out to right center. Souza coming in. 2 down. Chipatella back to first base. Here comes Andrelton Simmons. That last pitch to Carlos, by the way, middle in.
Yeah, that's a pitch where you just hope you get that at least once or twice a game, especially on a count like that where you're looking fastball.
And you're in that 3-1 count. That's that back leg count.
Yeah, you're not looking to hit a ball to right center field. You're looking to turn on that one.
Andrelton hit a fly ball to left field in the 3rd inning. He's 0-for-1. He pulls this one down the line foul.
Nice play.
Slide. Wow.
Oh yeah, getting some fist pumps down there for that play. The slide, no problem.
Yeah, even the ball boys going to the slide.
Yes,
now,
indeed.
as opposed to the head first dive. Don't want to get charged with an error, of course.
He goes, yeah, I got it, no problem.
Helmet fits too. 0-1. It's fouled off. No balls, 2 strikes.
definitely been impressed with the stuff that Blake Snell has. That fastball velocity and that little late movement he has. You can see why the Rays are high on him as far as a prospect.
Looks like those dark clouds starting to disappear, Gooby, as it's brightened up here inside the dome.
And it's a bright sky out there now.
Yep. Breaking ball on an 0-2 count. Simmons taking.
See that differential right there? His curveball is 78 miles an hour. Last 13 games been very, very good for Andrelton Simmons. 21 for 50. He's hit the ball very well to right field, left center field. Take a look right now, the differential in speeds, the range. Slowest breaking ball at 75, best fastball at 95. So you're talking about 20-mile-an-hour differential between his fastball and his curveball. Good job of changing speeds. He'll mix in his changeup in the 80s also. And very similar arm slide on all his pitches.
Two balls, two strikes. Giamatello over at first base. 2 outs here in the 5th. Still scoreless. That is yanked down the line. Foul. Above the reach of Tim Beckham, and it just goes foul.
That was real close. All speed that time. See how close that was to the line. About a foot away from it. Quick conversation with Hank Conger and Snell. After a swing like that on an all-speed pitch, you got to believe you're going to try to sneak a fastball inside now.
Oh, they're being prompted to get loud, Gooby. With 2 strikes, they like cowbell.
Yes.
Simmons strikes out, swinging, and the Angels are done here in the 5th. We'll head to the bottom of the 5th. 9-1-2 coming up for the Rays, still with no score. Santiago back out of the bump to face Hank Conger. I want to remind you this copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of the Los Angeles Angels and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of Angels Baseball LP. Hector Santiago thought he was going to be able to deliver a pitch before I got the copyright in.
Got it in there.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
Conger 0 for 1 as he popped down in the second. Six punch outs for Hector. 3 walks, 2 hits allowed.
Both pitchers with 6 strikeouts.
This one's grounded toward the middle, and that is a base hit to lead off this bottom of the 5th.
Elevated pitch out over the plate. Down and away. Very difficult for Conger to do that. Stayed back on that one well. Base hit for Hank.
Top of the order now, Logan Forsythe. Forsythe 0 for 2 with a couple of ground outs, 1 to third, 1 to second. This one's out toward left field. Playable for Marte. He'll make the catch. Conger will stay at first. Hey, join us for Family Sunday presented by Yakult Probiotic Drink on July 17th. Angels taking on the White Sox at 12:35. Visit the Gate 5 courtyard for fun activities. And after the game, kids in attendance get the run to bases. Visit angels.com/promotions to get your tickets. Miller lifts one out towards center. Not very deep. Trout comes racing in. 2 down.
Really important for Hector to get those quick outs like that.
He's going to face Evan Longoria here with Conger at first base and 2 outs now.
Second 1-pitch out that Hector has gotten in this game. 79 pitches thrown so far with now 2 outs into the 5th inning.
And Longoria pulls one down the left field line. Home run distance, but it goes foul.
He's turned on quite a few pitches so far in this game and just pulled them foul against Hector. At least 3 or 4 baseballs hit well. This pull foul. Danger spot, heart of the plate, lower part of the strike zone against Longoria, and he just pulled that a long way foul.
This one's out towards center. Trout in a couple of steps. Puts it away as a leadoff single by Conger. Stranded at first. 5 in the books. The battle of lefties continues here. Gooby still no score.
And Hector's throwing the ball well, knowing he's got to put up some zeros. He has so far. T-Mobile's greater coverage of baseball. Tigers taking on Toronto. Toronto's won 5 straight, only 2.5 games behind the Orioles in that AL East. Washington taking on the Mets. Lucas Giolito on the mound for the Nats going against the Mets. 4-game series. And San Diego taking on the Dodgers. Ryu making his first start since 2014 for the Dodgers. Dodgers 5-4 against the Padres so far this year. Pride of Harbor Westlake, Lucas Giolito, their big prize prospect on the mound for the Nationals going against the Mets.
Top of the order for the Angels here in the 6th inning. Now Escobar, Cole Calhoun, Mike Trout face Blake Snell. Matched a career high 6 strikeouts. Did that in his first big league start against the Yankees. Escobar has 2 of them. One swinging in the first, one's looking in the third. 1-1. Halos with 2 hits. The Rays with 3. Just one man has reached scoring position for the Angels. That was Calhoun with a 1-out double off the wall in right center. Tapper foul. Hadn't been too many times this year where Yunel Escobar has looked confused or I don't know, dumbfounded by a starting pitcher. You can't figure out Snell.
No.
This is the guy that's been pretty locked in all season long.
Yeah, we could just basically call him Mr. Multi-Hit guy. Every single game, a multi-hit game.
Just got a piece of that one.
Has yet to put the ball in play. 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging against him.
Picked up his 31st multi-hit game last night. Got an 11-game hitting streak going. And he shoots that out to right field. Make that a 12-game hitting streak, matching a career high.
And like we were talking about on the pregame show, how well he allows the baseball to travel so deep in the strike zone, hits the ball so well the other way. Baseball is almost on the plate or getting towards the catcher's mitt of Hank Conger. You see his reaction as he's let that ball travel so well and hits the ball to right field for another hit.
Yeah, but I mean, if Hank's reaction is kind of odd in that he should have realized what Escobar was doing on the off-speed stuff.
Yeah,
he was fooled on the off-speed. You're doing him a favor by throwing no fastball.
Because then allows him to keep his hands back and shoot that ball to right field.
Lead-off single. Here's Cole. Got May at third base as Calhoun did not go, so he checked his swing. Cole grounded out his last time up. He's 1 for 2 today. Double he hit in the first, his 15th of the year. 4 for 11 in the series. What? Bouncer toward the mound. Snell's plays to first. Escobar advances to second base. 1 out.
For a youngster under control, fielding his position well. Now has to deal with Mike Trout coming up now with the runner in scoring position, though.
And first base open.
And that's probably the conversation right now with Hank Conger and the youngster.
79 pitches for Snell. 52 strikes. Mentioned the 6 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits allowed.
I wonder if Trout will be swinging first pitch here if he gets a fastball. He was thinking about it, but that was off the plate. 93.
Mike's 0 for 2 so far with a strikeout, fly ball to left. Breaking ball drops in there. 1-1.
That's a 12-6 break he has on his curveball. It's a good one.
Been a good neutralizer today.
Especially because he starts the fastball upstairs and starts that curveball that same plane and drops it down at the knees.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Keep looking over at Mark Langston because they're right next to us. He was pitched that way too when he was with Seattle, and of course with the Angels had that high fastball but can drop that curveball from the same plane.
Escobar over at second base with 1 out. 2-1. 3-1.
Albert Pujols on deck, who's had a solid road trip himself, as most hitters have had on this trip.
Breaking ball. Yeah, gets it back in. Full count.
2 strikes, and this bat have been on the breaking ball. 3 high fastballs. So he's either going to go back with that curveball once again or go with a high fastball.
Payoff to Trout. And he walked him.
Went back upstairs with the fastball. Good patience once again for Trout.
Again, I think that's just one of those plate appearances as a pitcher. You're like, if I walk him, I walk him. I got the double play in effect. Albert 0 for 1. Drew a walk in his last plate appearance.
That time a high changeup, though. When you throw enough of those high fastballs, occasionally you're going to let that changeup upstairs.
What a 1. First time today the Angels have had multiple base runners on board against Snell. It's fouled back right after him at 95 with a fastball.
Yeah, that's a pretty good pitch. Now Albert a little bit upset he didn't crush that one. It's pretty much the heart of the plate. Back with that 4-seam fastball and just underneath it for Albert.
This is punch to right field, a base hit. Sue's over to cut it off. Escobar will come in to score. Trout over to third, and the Angels have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, you talk about an excellent piece of hitting right there as Albert points in at the dugout. He stayed back on that one well. And getting a lot of high pitches. And with that swing right there, it's certainly worthy of a Carl's Cam replay for Albert Pujols, staying back on that baseball, looking to go the other way, level swing. That's the exact approach of what he was trying to do, Hal. He stayed back on that one well, shortened up the swing, line drive right field, RBI single for Albert Pujols, who knows a little bit about driving in runs.
58th RBI.
Good base running too by Trout to get to third base on that one. And that was an absolutely perfect swing. two really good swings really in this inning. Escobar. Now Albert.
Grown up. Rays starting to move around in their bullpen. CJ's 0 for 2. He struck out in the second. Grounded out in the fourth. So Cube went over to Franklin at first base.
Boy, CJ Cron was anticipating a fastball from the youngster. Instead, a changeup. It's the time as a hitter you got to jump on a young pitcher. Now all of a sudden losing command now.
Breaking ball 1-2.
Just as we say that, he comes right back with a very good curveball. Pretty good poise.
Ryan Garden getting ready. Pitched last night. 1-2. Reaching for the off-speed pitch. Count remains at a ball and 2 strikes.
93 pitches the last couple of innings though. 21, now 23.
Count over at third. Pujols at first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. You mentioned that good swing by Escobar, and that's what it started with, that base hit with 2 strikes after fooling him on off-speed pitches. Having him fooled the first 2 at-bats, getting strikeouts against him. Served up a fastball, and Escobar picked up a single to right. Pujols takes off, and a chopper back up the middle, right to the bag. High throw, however. The run will score, and it's 2-0, and Cron will end up at second.
When Albert no slide at second was standing up, but as he's going on that play, and Albert going had a big jump. And that throw right there, because he was standing up, forced a high throw.
You could make the argument, couldn't you?
Yes. That you have to slide at that point.
They're gonna
check that, I think.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was thinking, because of Albert not sliding.
Ed Hickok's the second base umpire, and Cash is going to go out and talk it over.
You see right here as Albert's going in, does not slide. He doesn't take him out either, though. And he's got his foot on the base and trying to avoid the throw, but that, because he was standing there, that forced a high throw from Forsythe at second. And they're going to check it. I guess that would be obstruction potentially.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the
yeah, it's tough to
the
change
slide
that
rule.
Certainly a big play for both teams. It's a run, and the Angels still hitting.
I mean, I'm looking at the things that are quote unquote illegal. Was not able to remain on the base. Well, he wasn't able to remain on the base because he didn't slide. He ran through the base. Did not attempt to reach the base with his hand or foot. He did with the foot. Again, without a slide. did not begin his slide before the base. Well, there was no slide. Here's a look at 601J. If a runner does not engage in a bona fide slide and initiates or attempts to make contact with the fielder, but he didn't do that.
And he made contact.
Yeah. He'd be called down for interference. This, I would imagine, is part of that gray area.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's really, yeah, there's.
Did he interfere by not sliding in Forsythe's attempt at throwing the ball to first base, causing it to go wild? Well, he did have to he had to throw over Albert.
Exactly. And Albert really, going on the play, he was pretty close to being at the base when the ground ball got right to the base. Forsythe fielded that ball and stepped on the base.
As it stands right now, it's 2-0 Angels. And for a moment there looked to be a gift to the Rays. A bouncer right to the bag with Pujols on the move. It looked like it was going to be a 4-3 double play. Instead, the throwing error by Forsythe brought in the second run. It looks like Data Demuth and Ed Hickok's are about to take off the headsets here. This is the only game that's being played right now.
It's all about the interpretation of the rule, the new rule. Now, he didn't try to take him out by standing up, make any contact.
So no interference. Kevin Cash is get an explanation here. Like I said, there's nothing definitive in this rule, especially the new rule, that Albert did something to initiate contact, go out of his way to go after the fielder.
Now, if he lowers his shoulder or something like that, then definitely. But he's trying to avoid that, turned his body just at the last second, as you can see there. But still, it forced the high throw. There's no doubt about that. I mean, that's going to be an easy double play ball, and only one run end up scoring in this inning. Instead, another run scores and still hitting with a runner in scoring position.
Forsythe gets charged with an error, his 5th of the year. Crone at second base, and it's Jeffrey Marte up. Marte 1 for 2. It's a breaking ball low.
So Albert, who had an RBI single, prevented a double play from being turned by standing there towards the base, going on the pitch. Albert with 3 stolen bases this year. Albert with 1,756 career RBI, 21st all time as far as RBIs for Albert Pujols. What a good piece of hitting he just showed. If you're watching a game at home, how you're supposed to hit a ball that's out over the plate.
1-2 count on Marte. Crone, by the way, gets credited with an RBI because it's a fielder's choice and you can't assume a double play. 47th run batted in.
That makes C.J. Crone happy about it.
Yeah. And the Rays the challenges. Two nothing Angels here in the 6th inning. 1-2. Garten ready to go in the bullpen.
Yeah, potentially the last batter of the game for Snell, one way or the other. Next pitch will be pitch number 100 for the youngster.
Marte goes down swinging, and that'll do it for the Angels. They strike for 2 runs on a couple of hits, an error, And a man left on, 2-0 as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning. Hector Santiago had to sit for a little bit as the top of the inning unfolded. And here the bottom of the 6th inning, he'll face Souza, Geyer, and Franklin. 4, 5, and 6. Kevin Cash along with Logan Forsythe. The foul side of first base. Santiago's warming up, just kind of getting an explanation of what was going on. But the play at second base involved Albert Pujols. Todd Cunningham takes over and left with Jeffrey Marte. He'll take over Marte's spot in the order as well. 1 ball, 1 strike on Souza. 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk.
Good breaking ball. Seen some good breaking balls throughout the game for Hector. A lot of times against right-handed batters will go with his fastball for the punch out.
Determination, by the way, on that play by Pujols, the replay officials. And Albert did not hinder or impede the fielder's attempt to complete the double play. That's why the call was confirmed. Full count now on Souza. Back. Six strikeouts for Santiago, 3 walks, 3 hits allowed. About to throw his 88th pitch of the afternoon. And he got him. Down goes Souza, out number 1.
Yeah, I thought that was the pitch he was going to go with a little bit earlier. He threw back-to-back high breaking balls after a good breaking ball to get to that 1-2 count. Goes upstairs, fastball upper part of the strike zone for a swing and miss for Hector. Strikeout number 7.
So Geyer now at the plate. Geyer's 1 for 2 with a single. And 3 balls, no strikes. Looks like Blake Snell's afternoon will come to an end after 6 innings. As Ryan Garten continues to loosen. Three and one.
Very impressive outing, though, for the youngster.
New career high in strikeouts of 7. There's a walk with 1 out here in the 6th inning. That'll bring up Nick Franklin to the tying run. Hey fans, this broadcast of Angels baseball being broadcast on AFN, the American Forces Network, broadcasting to the U.S. Armed Forces serving around the world on land and on ships at sea. We welcome you, and as always, we thank you for your continued service. Franklin getting to start at first base today. 0 for 2. Struck out in the 2nd, popped out in the 4th inning. Switch hitter batting from the right side. Pops this one up to shallow center. Simmons goes out, calls for it. 2 down.
3-1 pitch outs for Hector in this game.
So Guy remains at first base, and Osvaldo Arcia coming up. Oh, 1 count. Arcia walked in the 2nd inning, struck out looking in the 4th. Oh, 2. Osvaldo not liking the call from Mike Estabrook.
Yeah, it's getting the upper part of the strike zone, though, when you look at our Fox tracks right here. Fastball upstairs gets quite a bit of that upper part.
That part of the plate's been called all day.
Yes.
And he got him. Inning comes to an end. That walk stranded at first. We head to the 7th. Halos up 2-0. Halos up by the score of 2-0. Bottom third of the order coming up for the Halos. New pitcher on the mound for the Rays. Take a look at the in-game box score for the Angels. Just a total of 4 hits. But Albert making one of those count an RBI single. Crone getting the other RBI on the fielder's choice. Both runs coming across in the 6th inning. It's Ryan Garten takes over on the mound for Blake Snell. So in and out, who's in, who's out. Garten pitching for the 3rd time in the series. It's his 14th game of the year. 1-0 record, a 4.50 ERA. Picked up his first big league save on Monday, July 4th.
Fastball's 90-95. Cut fastball, curveball, changeup.
Giamatello, Perez, and Simmons, the bottom third of the order for the Angels here in the 7th. Johnny 0 for 2. Ground down and the fielder's choice. 4 hits for the Angels, 3 for the Rays. Mentioned Snell, new career high with 7 punch-outs, 2 walks, 4 hits. Both runs were earned in his 6 innings. Fouled back. Conger will give it a look, but no play. One ball, 1 strike. Good outing for Snell, but on the wrong side of the decision process right now.
Very good stuff. Real good fastball, command and fastball solid. A good 12-6 breakable, and even a good changeup too.
Broken bat, roll over to short. Miller has it. Barrel of the bat ends up on the third base side of the mound. 1 down.
Be able to shatter this bat right here. 2-seam fastball, splits it almost right in half. It's a good bat right there for a stick ball.
The old maple bat break. Carlos fouls off the first pitch. You know, that's sad. Credit Major League Baseball and the bat manufacturers for the steps that they've taken over the last couple of years to kind of limit what had been somewhat of a, seemed like anyways, especially when maple bats came into play, the epidemic of that barrel helicoptering out toward fielders.
And also a lot in the stands too.
Yeah.
And that those bats were exploding. Usually you see where you have a little bit of a crack in the old ash wood, but the maple, that's flying everywhere.
This one out to right. Souza moving over. 2 down. Base is clear for Andrelton Simmons. Hector Santiago will come back out for the bottom of the 7th. The Rays will have 8, 9, and 1 coming up with Beckham, Conger, and Forsythe. Toward second base. Forsythe has it. 1-2-3 inning for Garden. Stretch time here in Tampa. 2-0 Angels.
Halos up 2-0, bottom of the 7th inning. Trout fans in attendance.
And why would they be here?
Right.
And Trout signed a ton of autographs just before the game even started.
Every
again
game
today. He's unbelievable.
Tim Beckham, third baseman, to face Hector Santiago. Fouls the first one back. Beckham, Conger, and Forsythe. Hector just finished throwing his 97th pitch. Halos have action in their bullpen as Fernando Salas begins to loosen. One ball, 2 strikes.
100 pitches now for Hector in the game. 63 strikes, 63% of his pitches strikes. Last game out, solid for Hector as far as numbers wise, but only threw a little over 53% strikes in his 6 innings of work with no earned runs. He gave up 1 unearned run.
Beckham goes down swinging. Third strikeout of the afternoon for the third baseman. 1 out.
And going away with that pitch. Late movement on it. And we talk about percentage of strikes thrown in this game, much better for Hector as compared to last, even though the results were good last game at Fenway Park. Pounding that strike zone, we talked about that as far as go-tos for him to be successful. He certainly has done that.
Hank 1 for 2. He had a base hit in the 5th.
Real good changeup there from Hector. Called the right back up with another changeup. And you can see how effective that pitch could be against Conger when it's down out over the plate. When it's elevated, though, that's what he got the base hit last at bat against Santiago.
Two balls, 2 strikes.
Still good velocity on the fastball, too, for Hector. That's 94 miles an hour on that fastball.
Simmons has this one. 2 down. Back to the top of the order now with Logan Forsythe coming to the plate. Forsythe 0 for 3 with a couple of ground downs and a fly ball to left. No balls and a strike. Down the right field line, slicing away from Calhoun. He goes foul. 0-2.
Faced 28 batters, 17 first pitch strikes for Hector today. Very effective getting ahead of the count.
Out towards center. Trout moving back to his left, still going back, and he'll track it down near the wall for the third out. A 1-2-3 inning for Hector Santiago. We head to the eighth with the Angels up 2-0.
Tropicana Field. I'm Patrick O'Neill. Stick around after the game for Angels Live postgame show, joined by Jose Mota, hopefully breaking down a Halo victory. One of the really cool features of the Trop is this raised touch tank. It's 10,000 gallons. There's 13 cow nose rays in here, 3 stingrays. I'm going to try to feed a cow nose because I don't want to mess with that big stingray. Got fish here, $5. Raises money for the Florida Aquarium. And success, Victor and Mark. Still got my fingers. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Patrick. I like the sign that it says hold the, make sure your thumb stays down as you're feeding the fish.
Great effort by Patrick. He can do it all. And happy Rays now.
Yeah.
Got fed by Patrick O'Neill.
2-0 Angels. Top of the eighth. Ryan Gardner back out for his second inning of work at a 1-2-3-7. Escobar, Calhoun to Trout for the Angels here in the eighth.
The rally back in the sixth got started by Yunel Escobar and his good at bat. Got a fastball finally. After a couple breaking balls from Snell in that at bat, shoots it in the right. 12-game history, ties a career high for Yunel Escobar.
And he flips this one out to right field. Souza coming over, and he'll play it on a hop. Make that 32 multi-hit games for Yunel Escobar.
That's unbelievable. Hit machine. And this inside-out approach once again. Another base hit, another multi-hit game, like you said, Victor. Starts off with 2 strikeouts, follows it up with 2 hits. As the Angels trying to add on here in the 8th inning.
Bouncer towards second. Forsythe to Miller. Not in time on the relay. 1 out. Escobar retired. To bring up Trout with the man at first, 1 out.
Forsythe with the quick throw over and the slide towards the base for Escobar. No chance against Cole going down the line though.
Looks like Hector Santiago's afternoon will come to an end after 7 innings. Joe Smith begins to loosen down the left field line. Trout 0 for 2. Walked his last time up and scored a run. Joe.
Good job this afternoon by Hector Santiago. Followed up that solid game in Boston with an even better one here today. And as usual, Hector talking to everybody in that dugout. That high energy continues on for Hector. Went from Marte over to Carlos Perez, looking for somebody to talk to.
First time Hector's worked at least 7 innings since his May 15th start at Seattle when he worked 8. Longest outing prior to today was 6 2/3. Now is on May 31st against the Tigers. 9 strikeouts tonight.
72 pitches and 72 strikes, I should say, 111 pitches. Very good for Hector.
Just a bit upstairs. Now will allow Calhoun to get to second. Two balls, 1 strike.
That's impressive. The backstop in the air. Have to admit, I might have did that once or twice.
Yeah, but you're doing
Per
it for
game.
effect.
Per game.
Per game. Change the hitter's eye level. Make him think twice
about digging in. And didn't do the old Troy Percival look in like you can't see the signs. Percy used to do that with great. Everyone's sitting there that when we were facing him. It was on Kansas City, and they're all like, this guy can't even see, and he's throwing 100. I said, maybe he's doing it for effect. And I said, well, I'm not going to take a chance.
3-1 count.
The intentional walk now, bring up Albert Pujols once again. A couple runners on. Second walk of the game for Trout.
Kevin Cash out, and it looks like he's going to go to the bullpen here. So Garden will be done after an inning and a third of relief. A pitching change here in the 8th inning. The Angels up 2-0, looking for more. Here in the 8th inning with 1 out and 2 men on. It's Dylan Floro making his major league debut, the product of Cal State Fullerton, 25-year-old. Pitched at AAA Durham this year. 30 games, all in relief. 7 saves, a 1-2 record at 2.81 ERAs. On to face Albert Pujols.
And how about facing Albert Pujols, your first one back in the 6th inning? Was our top tier play of the game, brought to you by Arco. A perfect swing on a fastball away for Albert Pujols, picking up that single and RBI. 1,756th RBI of Albert Pujols' career.
First pitch in there for a strike.
A little 3/4 action on his fastball. He's a slider right there. Fastball is going to be 90 to 93 range.
Albert 1 for 2 with that RBI single. He's also worked the walk.
Imagine your debut in the major leagues and you're facing Albert Pujols, future Hall of Famer.
No balls, 2 strikes. Calhoun at second, Trout at first. Albert hits one out to left field, and that'll fall in for a base hit. Everyone will move up 90 feet. And they're loaded up now for Crone.
The pitch was upstairs, up and in against Albert. Look at backup slider that stayed upstairs. Second hit for Albert. Also has a walk on base 3 times today. C.J. Cron with a grand slam at Fenway Park. There's a chance for one here.
TJ 0 for 3 so far. He chops this and foul. Did pick up an RBI and a fielder's choice in the 6th inning.
Right here!
47th run batted in of the year.
Very good numbers. The bases loaded in his career. 500 batting average.
Out toward right. That'll be deep enough to score Calhoun. Souza with the catch. Cole coming home. 3-0 Angels as Crone picks up his 2nd RBI of the game.
Pretty good job, especially after falling behind in the count. Look for something that can hit in the air and it gets the job done. It's 2 RBIs for C.J. Cron without a hit. Fielder's choice, ground ball, and a sac fly to right.
2 outs. Albert at first. Trout over at third. Todd Cunningham coming up for his first plate appearance. One for 13 with the Angels this year. 0 for 1 last night. 0-1 count. Cardinals with 3 runs, 6 hits. 4 men left on base so far today. No runs, 3 hits, and errors. 7 left on for the Rays. Joe Smith will pitch the 8th. Miller, Longoria, and Souza coming up for Tampa Bay.
With that fly ball out the floor, now has a ERA official. Cal State Fulton, where our very own Jose Mota went to.
Albert takes off. The throw goes to second. Trout steals home, and everybody is safe. 4-0 Angels. The old double steal.
That's 15 on the season for Mike Trout and Albert Pujols with his 4th stolen base. Albert going once again. Going to stop to try to get in a rundown. And with Trout with that great quick read he had, easily slides in, and then Albert able to get the second.
That's one of those as a middle infielder, you 2 outs. You know you're not going to get Trout.
No, you just run and try to tag Albert Pujols as quick as you can.
Just get out of the inning.
That's a big run.
3-1 count here on Cunningham. Again, the multi-run innings for the Angels on this road trip. There have been plenty of them.
We talked about that in the open, went 11 of them. Make that 13 with 2 today.
Full count on Cunningham. Giavatella on deck. Down tipped into the mitt. That's the 3rd out. The Angels add 2 ahead of the bottom of the 8th. 4-0 Halos. MLB.TV Premium, the #1 live streaming sports service, delivers everything you've come to expect and more. Watch every out-of-market game live in HD on over 400 supported devices. Includes a free subscription to @Bat Premium, the #1 app for live baseball. Blackout and other restrictions do apply. Visit MLB.TV for details. Joe Smith takes over on the mound with the Angels up 4-0 here at the bottom of the 8th inning. Joe pitching in his 29th ball game, 1-3 mark and a 4.45 ERA. It's his 2nd appearance of the series. He pitched Tuesday night with 1 inning and had 2 strikeouts. He'll face Miller, Longoria, and Souza. Miller driving one out to straightaway center field and hit well. Trout back, and this one is gone. A leadoff home run for Brad Miller, his 13th of the season. Picked his 30th RBI, and it's 4-1.
And you would think when you throw that pitch, it's down outside part of the plate, that'd be a pretty good pitch. But Miller hits that one out to dead center field. He's trying to establish that strike zone right away. And he went down and got it. Again, using the whole field this year. Miller, known in the past as a guy that tries to pull a lot of pitches. Get back to Hector Santiago. What a game he had today. We talked about pitches per inning coming into the game, 17.5 pitches per inning. Today, much better, 15.9 pitches per inning for Hector. Complete 7 shutout innings.
Longoria 0 for 3 with a pop-up, a strikeout, and a fly ball to center. There's the 1-2. It's a swing and a miss. Ball pops out. 1 down.
Good job of getting around that pitch right there. To a changeup he threw him. Big out there for Joe Smith.
Souza, pardon me, the right fielder, 0 for 2. A couple strikeouts and a walk. One. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Missed the appeal. Gotta be quicker than that. 2-1. Tight, 3 balls and a strike. Brandon Geyer's on deck. Oh, and that stolen base by Trout of home, his first career steal of home.
And he mentioned the possibility maybe being 30-30 guy this year for Trout, now with 15 on the season.
Called strike 3. Down goes Souza. 2 down.
Drop that slider inside part of the plate. It's been called all day long, that part of the plate. Souza Jr. not happy once again on that strike being called inside.
Geyer 1 for 2 with a single and a walk.
It's one of those things as a hitter. When an umpire's calling that part of the plate throughout the game, especially as a right-handed batter, you're just going to have to attack that pitch. Knowing that it's going to be called a strike, you can go a little bit further and more difficult for a hitter to try to keep it fair unless you make some sort of an adjustment.
Looks like Flora will come back out for the 9th inning. 3-0 count on Geyer. The Angels have Giovatello, pardon me, Petit, Perez and Simmons. Gloria Petit taking over at second base for Johnny. Giovatello finishes the game going 0 for 3. 3-1. Geyer chops it to short. Simmons has it. Joe Smith with a 1-2-3-8. We head to the 9th. Angels up 4-0. 4-1, pardon me.
AL Central leading Indians host the Yankees at 12:30 p.m. Pacific in a game you can only see on Fox Sports 1. Then on Baseball Night in America, the Padres take on the Dodgers at 4 Pacific on your local Fox station, or you can watch it live on Fox Sports Go. Dodgers, Padres, renewing that rivalry. Corey Kluber, the All-Star, added on for the Cleveland as they take on the Yankees. Carlos Beltran, an All-Star for the Yankees in that game.
Gregorio Petit to lead things off for the Angels here in the ninth. First plate appearance for him. Floro delivers upstairs. Gregorio hitting .278 on the year. 10 doubles, a triple, 2 home runs, 14 runs batted in. A ball and strike. Halos have Houston Street getting ready. They'll pitch the ninth. Popped up. Vic Franklin, the first baseman, calling for it. 1 out. Carlos Perez takes a strike. 0 for 3 so far today. Chopper foul. 1-2. Two. Carlos strikes out, swinging, 2 outs.
And that fastball 93, second punch out. His major league debut for Floro from Cal State Fullerton.
Simmons 0 for 3. Grounded out his last time up. He lines this one toward the corner and left. Anderson on his way to second with a 2-out double.
This is his 12th double of the season for Simmons. Six for 15 in this series against the Rays for Andrelton Simmons. It's around that slider once again. It's kind of very similar to the pitch he threw to Albert Pujols that has stayed up and out over the plate. He's had that one going down and away. It's been difficult to make contact with.
Little loop route towards center. That'll fall in for a base hit. Simmons coming around to score. The throw is cut off, and it's an RBI single for Yunel Escobar, and it's 5-1 Angels.
Third hit of the game for Escobar. Unbelievable. 2 strikeouts to start the game, and then 3 straight base hits. You know, well, those breaking balls that just stayed out over the plate. Not exactly squared up, but off the end of the bat, but used the middle of the field for another base hit and an RBI for Escobar.
Pitching change with 2 outs here in the 9th inning. The Angels leading at 5-1. And Simmons and an RBI single by Yunel Escobar, giving the Angels a 5-1 lead here in the 9th inning with 2 outs. Man at first base. Eddie Romero takes over on the mound. 31st game, 1-0 record, a 6.11 ERA. Ton of walks.
Yeah, power fastball can rush it up there 94 to 99 range, and slider command a problem though.
Calhoun 1 for 4, the double back in the first inning. The Angels have Fernando Salas now getting ready. No longer a safe situation. One ball, 1 strike. Romero pitched Tuesday, faced 3 batters, allowed 2 hits, including a home run, walked 1, gave up a total of 3 runs. RBI for Escobar's 26th of the year. Two-one count. Bouncer, and that is foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Trout on deck, who has 2 walks, 2 runs scored today.
Called strike 3, and we will head to the bottom of the 9th inning with the Angels on top 5-1. Halos up by the score of 5-1 here in the bottom of the ninth inning, trying to pick up a series victory before heading up to Baltimore as Fernando Salas takes over on the mound. This would be the first series win for the Angels since the series at Oakland, June 17th through the 19th. Take 2-3 against the A's. Salas pitching his 39th game, 3-6 mark of 5.31 ERA. Nick Franklin leading things off, pops one up, foul territory.
Well, Franklin's been hacking at that first pitch in this game.
Yeah.
Be the 10th game for Salas against the Rays. Solid ERA coming in this one, 2.46 for Fernando.
Franklin 0 for 3. A couple of pop-ups and a strikeout. This is a base hit up the middle. Leadoff man on board to start the ninth. And that will more than likely get Houston Street going. Arcia 0 for 2. Walking, 2 punch-outs.
5th hit of the series for Franklin.
One ball, one strike. Good off-speed pitch.
Mislocation. That fastball was trying to run it inside, was out over the plate. Dangerous spot with Arcia with his power.
Ground ball over the mound. Escobar goes to first base. One down. Franklin over to second.
And Simmons wisely runs over to third with that base unoccupied because Escobar had to come make that play on that slow roller over the mound area. He's everywhere. I'm telling you, Simmons is everywhere. Good play there by Escobar, the quick hands, transfer, throw over the first base. Franklin got the second. That third base was unoccupied initially, and Simmons runs over there to make sure that Franklin could not advance to third.
Logan Morrison will pinch hit here for Tim Beckham. Finishes the game going 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Morrison 238 average, 1 for 4 as a pinch hitter. Swinging through that first pitch fastball, comes up empty. Morrison pulls it foul, 1-2.
Out in front of that changeup.
Franklin over at second base. 1-2.
Just a little bit off the inside corner. Good decision to go in there with a fastball, especially after pitch before being a changeup.
Two now. Morrison slices it foul. Long looking for Salas. Morrison yesterday 1 for 4. The dirt. Full count.
Came back with a breaking ball now. Overthrown there by Fernando. Over knuckle curve he throws.
Payoff pitch. Morrison rips one foul.
Quick conversation with Carlos Perez and Fernando Salas. Fastball ran again out over the middle of the plate.
Salas has been on a tough stretch of late. Pitched Monday. 1 inning, gave up 2 runs on 3 hits, issued a walk. Payoff once again. The dribbler. Hank Conger's on deck, 9th place hitter. Then you got the top of the order coming up. Street's ready to go. The payoff again. Dribbler foul.
Good change up there from Fernando. Didn't quite get it by him. He's out in front. Logan Morrison was on the swing, but they keep that one fair.
Morrison goes down swinging, 2 outs. So Conger coming up with 2 outs and a man at second.
Came back with another off-speed pitch. Real good change up there from Fernando Salas to get a swing and miss. Perfect location. Morrison's had a tough time with pitches down below the strike zone this year.
Conger 1 for 3 with a single. Swings first pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike. Halos heading up to Baltimore. Rays headed up to Boston. 1-2.
Associates Club looking for this series win here.
Conger goes down swinging. Light that baby up as the Angels take the final game of the series. 5-1 the final.
Good bounce back there for Fernando Salas, getting back-to-back strikeouts, give us 1 hit, a shutout inning. Great effort today by Hector Santiago. 7 shutout innings. You know Escobar with 3 more hits again today. Albert Pujols with a couple real good clutch hits, driving in a couple more as the Angels, even though it didn't quite have that offensive power that we saw throughout this road trip, still solid enough with 5 runs scored, 8 hits, couple multi-run innings. It's the 13th time on this road trip the Angels have had a multi-run inning. That's why they've been playing much better win this series. 3 games to 1 against the Rays. And the Rays, on the other hand, now just 3-19 in their last 22 games. It's the toughest stretch they've had since back on April 25th through May 19th, 2014, when they also went 3-19 in a 22-game stretch. But Albert Pujols, with all the smiles, picked up a stolen base. Mike Trout stole a base, stole home for the first time in his career. Great job defensively, too, by the Angels in this game, but it all came down to Hector Santiago, what he did on the mound with 7 shutout innings, 9 punch-outs for Hector, improving to 6-4. Blake Snell falls to 1-4 on the season, but a big victory here for the Angels here today against the Rays. An afternoon game, early game, solid throughout. The Halos be able to pick this one up 5-1, but the guys played an excellent baseball. Mike Trout, a couple runs scored, a couple walks once again for the All-Star. Signing some autographs once again. He did it all before the game. He continues to prove why he's one of the best players and best people in all of baseball. Mike Trout, solid. You know Escobar, what a machine he is. 3 hits once again today. Just staying back on the baseball so well, driving the ball to right. Big at bat to start off the scoring back in the 6th inning with a base hit after being behind with 2 strikes on him after a couple good breaking balls from Blake Snell, but he stayed back on that one well. As Angel fans trying to hang around and get some autographs and say hi to some of the fellas as they see this Angel club win this series 3-1 here in the Trop. As the Rays go on their way up to Boston, we're on our way up to Baltimore to take on the first place Baltimore Orioles, although they've been struggling a little bit late. They won last couple in Los Angeles. Waiting on Jose Mota to be able to get an interview. Seeing if Hector Santiago is going to come back out. Hector was excellent today. 7 shutout innings after a very good outing he had up in Boston when he went 6 innings, this 1 run, and it was an unearned run allowed, 4 punch-outs, 4 walks. But certainly a solid effort there for Hector. As you know, Escobar comes running by, and it looks like Hector's making his way out to Jose Mota. And Jose with the winner today. Hector Santiago, excellent effort today by Hector.
Thanks, Mark. Well, we saw you go between 89 to 95, so you're trying to work on variance on your fastball. How are you getting it done?
Yeah, you mix it up. You try not to be consistent. Try to get them guessing. Sometimes you go harder, sometimes you go a little softer. You got 2 seam and 4 seam fastballs. You try to mix it up as good as you can. Fastball in, fastball away.
To anything mentally or physically, what can you attribute to your recent run of success here at this road trip?
Just going after guys, attacking. I mean, obviously today I had 4 walks, but they were with executed pitches. I try to get pitches where they chased me in the past, some pitches that they swung at earlier in the year or in the past, and today they didn't. And a few walks, but overall, I attacked for the most part. If I got somebody on, the next 3 guys, I went right after them. So overall, just throw strikes, pound the zone.
What do you look most forward to during the break? The recharge, the mental break, and certainly just coming back and striking hard in the second half?
Yeah, I'm definitely not shut it down yet. You know, we got still got 3 in Baltimore, so you never know where we might need a appearance out of the pen, so we don't have a long, where we're not going 12 or 13 days without throwing, because we don't know how the rotation is going to go after the break. So just stay focused for the next 3 days. If they need me to come out of the pen, before the break, but definitely looking forward for a mental break from the game. Just kind of settle down, take the first 2 days off, of just relax, kind of try to forget about it and get back into it on the 3rd day and get ready for the second half.
Well done. Thank you.
Hey, thanks, brother. Thank you.
Hector, brilliant throughout this road trip. 13 innings, only 1 unrun, 13 strikeouts. There's the Angels roll here and win the series against the Rays. Angels Live, presented by your SoCal Mountain Dealers. Right after this, Patrick O'Neill joining.